Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. And the starting group for Athens. Fires the three. The shot by Vezinkov, no good. Fournier with a rebound. Nunn defends. Here's Panathinaikos. The kick out to Fournier. Shot clock at 3. Here's Vezinkov. Counted from distance.
Well, we know this. Fournier is a multi-position guy, and how adept was that pass? Really nice.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Right side, Nunn. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Pass to Fall. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. From outside the arc, drains the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Vezinkov. Puts up a deep three. The shot misses. On offense, here is Athens. Here's Osman. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Panathinaikos. Pass to Fall. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Athens. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them. It's been that kind of quarter for them. The shot has just been unreliable.
Uncovered. And he can't get that one.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
Outside Nunn. From the arc. No luck on that one.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Osman. And it's off from three-point range. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Vezinkov. Launches it from deep. They get it again. Fall.
Substitution on the court.
A minute 6 left in the first. Inside. Osman, no good.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Here's Peters. Pass to Dorsey. Shot clock at 5. Takes a 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 5.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Misses in close. Here's Dorsey. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Up by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
So on the floor for Athens.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Right wing. Here's Dorsey. And the ball goes out of play, unable to keep it in. On Wednesday, then on Thursday.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
And here's Brown. Lets it go from deep. The putback. Not going to go that time. To the right side. Here's Evans, defended by Brown. The shot by Evans, no good. And so Grant will bring it up for Athens. Hits a three-point game. Pulls up. And Yurtseven gets it to go. Yurtseven's got 4 points this quarter.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
On the take, Peters. It's hauled in by Athens.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Offensive rebound. That gives them the lead. Yurtseven's got 6.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Fires from deep. Hits the trifecta.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Now here's Brown. He's closely guarded. Down low. Oh, it's stolen away. And they're on the run. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Here's Dorsey. That three's off the mark. On offense, here is Athens. Trailing by 2, and the bucket is good.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Brown looking around. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Yurtseven. Back to Brown. Puts up a 3. Here's Dorsey. He's covered by Grant. 4-3. The shot by Dorsey, no good. And so it's Athens with it. Grant, the pass to Brown. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Here's Dorsey. Knocks down the triple. Dorsey's got his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Athens shooting their first free throws of the game.
At the line for the away team.
The first free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he's able to get one of 2. It's a neck-and-neck game in Chicago. To the middle. Oh, deflected. Pass to Evans. 6 to shoot. Here's Dorsey. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Yurtseven.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And Grant gets it to go.
Assist goes to number 44.
Here's Evans, defended by Brown. Here's Peters. Grant outside. Here's the 3. Sinks the tray. Grant's got 6 in the quarter. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Athens up 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some.
I love the depth of this team, man. Their subs have been huge tonight, giving them a scoring punch that they've needed most.
And credit their coach. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. One guy who's been getting it done is Amir Yurtseven.
He's been a real difference maker today in terms of reeling in offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle, you love the work ethic he has had on display. Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
And for Athens, yep, that one goes.
Well, this is the kind of thing that will help that shooting percentage. Fournier in the high percentage area.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. To the inside, Osman. The rebound by Vezenkov. Osman's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Fires it. And that one's good. Vezenkov's got 5 now. On offense, here is Athens. Osman on the wing. Fournier covering. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Fall.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
From the baseline. And that one's long.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Pass to Nunn. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Athens shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
For the away team, number 26. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. So he gets them both. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. That one's good for 2.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
On offense, here is Athens. to the wing. Tipped. Fournier with the ball. None in his pocket. The kick out to Fournier. Here's Papanikolaou. To the paint. Cuts off the pass. Here's Osman. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Kept alive. Pass to Vezenkov. To the inside. And stolen by Nunn. Here's Hernan Gomez. No good on the triple. On the wing, Fournier. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You know, there's an unpredictability about what Evan Fournier does that keeps defenders guessing. This guy is outstanding at using that to his advantage.
And the second free throw is good. 1:51 left in the third. A deep three from beyond the arc and then some. Give him 8.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Yep, that one goes. Fournier's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. 14 feet away. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Fournier. An easy 2 on the layup. Fournier's got 7 points.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
There's 53 seconds left in the third. For 3. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Pass to Vezenkov. They set a pick. There's the triple. Here's Fall. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Fall's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Osman. Now Hernan Gomez. No points yet. Back to Osman. 4 on the clock. Yep, count it.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Line for your home team. Panathinaikos. 2 shots.
He's off on the second. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's Athens. They lead by 3. Don't go anywhere. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
And for Athens, and they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Pass to Evans. Knocks it loose. Brown with the steal. And for Athens, Here's your 7. And it's Dorsey with the rebound. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Athens. Grant outside, down low. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Here's Dorsey. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
On offense, here is Athens. The lead is 2. And here's Brown for 3. And it's Dorsey with the rebound.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. That one drops. He ties it up.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Here's Grant. Count the basket.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Grant's gone 3 of 4 here from the field. Here's Peters to take the lead. He can't get that one to fall. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Here's Dorsey. He's covered by Grant. From deep three-point land. The shot by Dorsey, no good. Dorsey's gone, just 3 of 10 shooting from the field. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Fires the 3. Here's your 7. Tries again. Tries yet again. No good on the layup. Defended by Brown. Pass to Evans. Here's Dorsey. There's a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. On offense, here is Athens. 2-point game. To the wing on the left. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, in a game this tight, you can't overlook how important those free throws could be.
Here's the pick. The 3 is up. Hauled in by Brown.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And here's the fast break. Here's Peters. Off target from the baseline. Grant outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
There's a screen. It's Brown on the wing. Second chance effort. And he lays it up and in. And it's an 8-point Athens lead.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
They get it back. Here's Peters. Uses the glass to finish the layup. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Grant from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. And so it's Athens winning this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions.
It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Lloyd. Here's Gabriel. 6 to shoot. Fires from 14. Lloyd can't hit. Here's Vazenkov. Tries again. It's tipped. Here's Lloyd. Pass to Horde. From deep three-point land. Jokibitis. The layup off target.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Papanikolaou dishes to Fournier. Pass to Papanikolaou. Tries from 16. That one misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Horde. Off target with his 3.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
Fournier's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And here they come. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Pass to Horde. Knocked away. Over to the left wing. Papanikolaou. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Down low. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's Lloyd. No good on the triple.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's Fall. Gabriel with the rebound. And they're pushing it up. And that one's good. Boy.
Excellent outlet pass, helping to make transition opportunities like this easier.
Out to the right wing. Offline with his 3. .135 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Gabriel. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Papanikolaou. Rebounded by Lloyd. Lloyd's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jokibitis. Good on the 3-point shot.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Papanikolaou. They can't stop the run with that one.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Pass to Horde. Connects from 3-point range.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. That one's good for Zenkov.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here he goes. Count it. He has 5.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Shoots the 3. That one doesn't drop. Here's Lloyd. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Up 11. And we'll be back And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
In rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Time pass, and it goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And here's Evans outside. The shot that time, not on target.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Milutinov. Randolph grabs the board. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And then Randolph slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he broke it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Some people, RJ, have called for fewer regular season games. Could that help?
Absolutely not. If Kareem Abdul-Jabbar can take commercial flights and have to stay the night over and play 82 games, I think that the teams today can play 82 games.
He takes it in. Pulls up from the corner. Got a piece of it. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. The visitors on defense. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Here's Cohen. They set the pick. Peters grabs the miss. And here's the fast break. Here's Dorsey. Drops in the tray. Dorsey's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
We talk about the importance of shooting while in rhythm. He feels confident doing this from downtown on the break.
This one for 3. Drills it from outside.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Pass to Peters for 3. Here's Dorsey. Takes a 3. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Covered by Evans. It's blocked. Fast break, here they come. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage. So an adjustment was made. Fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed, no doubt about it, DA. Here's Dorsey. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Nothing in the game's quite as smooth as a finger roll. Great finish right there.
Dorsey's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Covered by Evans. Randolph a screen. Shot clock at 5. Peters grabs the miss.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Inside, here's Dorsey. Plays it up and banks it in. Dorsey's got 7 now in this quarter.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Shot from 12. Not going to go that time. Peters passes to Dorsey. And a miss there on the triple. Dorsey's gone 1 of 4 from distance. To the middle. Can't nail the jumper. But 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Up by 16. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
How about the points in the paint? Clearly, they made it a priority coming in. And it's paying dividends, Ernie.
Yeah, I remember those days.
And now that we have some... And that about wraps it up. And as the...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. They've got Fall, and it's Vezenkov in at the 4-man position. Outside Fournier. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Fournier's got himself on the board with 3 there. Fournier's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land. There's the drive. And he makes that one. 7 points in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Vezenkov in at the power forward.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Pass to Hoare. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got his 4th rebound in this one. They've got Fall, and it's Papanikolaou in at the small forward position. Fournier's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Here's Gabriel, and it's off from 3-point range. Outside Fournier. They set the pick from outside the arc. Got a hand on it, and they're moving it up. And he gets it to go. Gabriel's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Pass to Vezenkov. Shoots. The quick look, no good that time. Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
Here's Lloyd. Bangs home the trifecta. Lloyd's got 5 now.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time. Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And he gets the bucket. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Driving to the basket. Lets it go from deep. A 3-pointer is right on target. Gabriel's got 7 points for the quarter. Gabriel's gone 4 for 5 from the floor tonight. Just 1 miss.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
Jokubaitis. And the 3 off target.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. He just looks off this quarter. It looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
Lloyd, the pass to Gabriel. Takes it off the glass. Gabriel's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And it's Vezenkov missing.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped. You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
A shot by Papanikolaou, no good. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Fournier's shot is off.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Jokubaitis. That 3 off the mark. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Papanikolaou, the pass to Fall. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Yes, that goes in. He's got 9.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Rebounded by Lloyd. Jokubaitis. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. We're going to step us. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Vezenkov. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
For 3, Fournier. No good on that one.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Can't hit from the corner.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And he banks in the layup.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Fires for 3. Sinks the triple.
You can see the change in approach from him since the break. He's been a menace after being held scoreless in the first half.
Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Gabriel's shot's good.
He is pouring it in this quarter. Maybe double team him shoot at this point in time, triple team the dude.
Here's Fall. Here's Vezenkov. Off target from 3-point range.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Pass to Gabriel. To the inside. Just 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The tray, and it's blocked. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Both teams deciding to change it up. On defense, the visitors. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Left side, Randolph. Out to the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time, RJ, giving credit to current NBA stars. Why do you think that is?
I think so quickly we don't hold next generation to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Nails the baby hook. That was a big one. You could hear it.
And sometimes the silence of a crowd can speak volumes.
Here's Milutinov. Beyond the arc. Hands it from downtown.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Evans with the steal. Here's Peters. Pass to Dorsey. Lets it go with a 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Randolph, no one around him. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pulls it up. Randolph grabs the board. 34 seconds left in the fourth. Covered by Evans. Outside for Randolph. No good with the triple. Here's Dorsey. Some solid defense from Randolph. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory.
Happy weekend, everyone. It's the NBA on Saturday night, presented to you live on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Now here's Hernan Gomez. Tight defense on him. The three. First shot won't go. Here's Horde. Pass to Gabriel. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Here's Osman. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
Jokubaitis. Nunn defends. Jokubaitis. And the three off target. And there's the drive. The layup misses. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And let's honor a terrific player who has worked hard to earn this award. The Western Conference Player of the Month.
He's more than deserving of this accolade given the way he's been playing. He injects so much energy into their offense, whether he's finishing the play himself or lending a helping hand.
Now here's Nunn. Just 5 on the clock. From downtown. That shot off the mark. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Here's Nunn. Pass to Osman. This one for three. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking.
Here's Gabriel. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
Gabriel, 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Osman. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there. You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Now here's Hernan Gomez.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
And the layup is good off the glass.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Here's Horde. Offensive board. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by Athens. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight, looking for their 11th straight win.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
5 on the clock. Osman, no good.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
They grab their own miss. No good that time. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
There's 31 seconds left in the first. Hey, here's none for 3. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
And that one misses. Here we go, one-on-one. Shoots from 12. Misses off the right iron. Outside none. Inside. Here's Osman. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul, second.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The first one falls. It's both from the stripe. There's 6 seconds left to play in the first. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. They're up by 3. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Athens trails by 5. Brown scanning the floor. Here's your 7. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Defended by Brown. Blocked! And here's your 7. Out left to the wing. Outside, Brown. That one's good. This game is all even. Brown's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. And so it's Athens with it. Outside, Brown. Let's go with a 3. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Here's Randolph. Still without a bucket. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
To stop the run. Fires in the triple. He's got 5.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
To the middle. All alone on the break. Finished off the break.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Outside for Grant. There's a screen. Launches a 3. On target from range. Grant's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Drives to the hoop. Here's Randolph. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Back to Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
You're 7 a screen. Clock at 6. Launches it. Randolph grabs the miss. Brown's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Pass to Randolph. And stolen by Brown. Grant attacks. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Grant's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Here's Randolph. Going inside. And he lays it up and in. Randolph's got his second basket.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Randolph after the basket by Athens. 5 to shoot. And he drives in. And it falls. 4 for 8 for him from the floor.
He's finally started to settle down here in the second quarter. Just needed to work up a sweat.
Outside, Brown. They set the screen. Pass to Graham. Back to Brown. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Good on the shot.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Takes the 3. Pass to Randolph. 3-pointer. Sinks it from distance. Randolph's got 9 points now in the quarter. And so that's the end of the first half. Up 7. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And it's time.
Hey, let's start with you, Shaq. The Tower of Power.
Wait, if he's the Tower of Power, what am I?
Take a shower, Power.
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the visiting team.
They've had a lot.
Thanks for joining us.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And so it's Athens with it. They trail by 7. And they'll get another chance. Back to Hernan Gomez. Hey, here's none for 3. Doesn't go that time. In transition, here they come. Here's Lloyd. Soft touch off the glass. Lloyd's gotten his first basket of the night.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside none. Out to the right wing. The 3.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
And another miss by Athens. Jokibatis banked it in off the glass.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
The rebound by Horde.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Lloyd. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Basket counts. Lloyd's got his second basket of the night.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Osman. And there's the screen. All right, a chance to check out the upcoming schedule for Athens. On Tuesday, then on Thursday.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating them to the spot. Well done.
Lloyd can't get it to go.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
He can't get it to go.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
It's deflected. Hernan Gomez on the wing. Outside none. To get back on track. Rebounded by Gabriel.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Athens trails by 13. And he drew the blocking foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Athens shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Away team foul. Lloyd. First personal foul.
First one falls for him. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
Here's Lloyd. Pass to Gabriel. With the drive. It's hauled in by Athens.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. They get the rebound, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's none. Still no points. Beyond the arc.
The defense has given them plenty of trouble here in the second half. They may need to run some new plays.
And they get it back. And another shot. The offensive rebound.
Away team foul.
Athens shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
Team foul. At the line for Athens. Number 20.
And he makes the first.
2 shots.
That one's no good. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Horde. Six to shoot. And the shot goes in. Horde's got his first bucket in this one.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's none. The 3 is up. Can't hit that one.
A donut for him this quarter. They could really use his points to improve their situation.
Jokubaitis. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 5.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's none. Misses from short range.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
And that one's good. Horde.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Now here's none. He's scoreless. To the inside. Osman. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
And here they come. Here's none. Got a hand on it. Here's Lloyd. And the layup is good. Lloyd's got 6.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Yurtseven's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Brown. On the wing, Grant. He got a piece of it. And for Athens, here's Randolph. Offline with a 3. Athens trails by 18. Yurtseven a screen. And here's Brown. Fires for 3. Drops in the 3.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Defended by Brown. It's stolen. A few possessions into the 4th. Just over a minute played.
Away team foul. Number 11. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Athens. Number.
And he knocks down the first one.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
And play stops. So whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Look at the turnover situation, guys, and it's not been that bad. Just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
Grant, the pass to Brown. Count it. Good. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Defended by Brown.
Grant. First personal foul. First team foul.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Connects from downtown.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
There's the 3. The shot that time not on target.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Yurtseven's got 5 rebounds in the game. Another shot. Misses the layup. If you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Back to Brown from deep.
Out of bounds. The ball goes to the away team.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Takes it inside. Randolph gets the bucket.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
For 3. Deflected. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Athens. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Back to Grant. Pass to Yurtseven. Second shot opportunity. Outside for Grant. Just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. Can't get it to drop. Here's Randolph. That won't go. 5 for 10 from the floor.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Grant's shot is off. Grant's gone 2 of 5 from the field here. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Should just about do it. Big time shot in the final stretches here.
And they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate a dominant performance in what's going to be a blowout win.
A shot to stop the run. Pure from three-point range. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
And the shot goes down.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Randolph. The three. Hey, great D that time from Grant. It's Brown on the wing. No good from outside. They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
He's covered by Grant. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. The visiting club takes the win on the road. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in some...
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. It'll be the visiting team and Athens. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Fall, and it's Fournier in at the shooting guard. Here's Panathinaikos. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Fournier for three. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And now Athens on the break. Puts up a deep three. No good that time. Here's Vezenkov. There's the screen. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
We play just over a minute here in the first. To the paint. And he uses the glass on the layup. So it's the visitors now. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I did have a chance to talk with the head coach for Athens. And when I asked Coach about his top priority of this game, he said, without hesitating, containing Sabonis. He added, he's a skilled low-post player who plays with a lot of power. And when he's not scoring, he's making plays for his teammates. So the defense has its work cut out for them. Guys?
Thank you, David. From past the arc, it's hauled in by Athens. And stolen by Fournier. And here's the break. From downtown, he can't get that one. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's none. The putback. It's good on the putback. Here's Vezenkov. Good work there as it goes. Vezenkov's got 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight. Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Athens leading by 4. Slukas is guarded by Fournier. Here's Slukas. Misses the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Fournier for 3. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Here's none. No good on the 3. Outside Fournier. Fires from way outside. Herman Gomez grabs the miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Athens?
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Lucas, started by Fournier. A 3-ball. Good on the triple. He's got 10.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Athens. And here's Hernan Gomez outside. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Here's Panathinaikos. Hernan Gomez covering. Here's Fall. Nothing on the board. They set the screen. Here's Fournier. It's hauled in by Athens. Hernan Gomez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
His competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's Osman. Off target from outside. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Athens ahead. They're up by 4. We'll get right. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on Athens?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made. That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
There's a screen. Down low. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Launches it. A putback. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. They now take the lead. Peters has got his first 3 points of the game.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Pass to Yurtsevin. Athens with another miss. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Brown against Evans. Can they get it? Brown, good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
From deep. Here's Milutinov. It's hauled in by Athens. Left side, Grant. Count it.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Milutinov. Offensive rebound. Dorsey to the left wing. Fires the 3. It's deflected, and they'll get another chance. And another shot, and it's good on the way in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Ball's knocked loose. Evans with the steal. To the wing right side. From the arc. Dorsey, that's good. Dorsey's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Athens trails by 5. Now here's Brown. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Dorsey. Some solid defense from Grant. Dorsey's gone 1 of 3 on the night. The shot from the low post is good. 1:19 left now here in the second. It's stolen by Brown. They push it up 4 on 3. Shoots from the baseline. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul, first team foul.
On Friday and then on Tuesday. Athens shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
44.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
The 3. Here's Milutinov. Pass to Peters. And here's Evans. The second chance effort. 46 seconds left in the first half. Here's Peters. Goes up again. Evans outside. Shot clock at 3. No good. Not a friendly rim at all. This trip down. Grant right side. Over Dorsey. Evans with another miss.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Grant for 3. Good saving. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Athens leads by 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
That is more than enough of us. Let's...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Papanikolaou. And it's none in at the point. Here's Papanikolaou. Hernan Gomez covering. Fournier gets a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Fournier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Papanikolaou in at the small forward.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Pass to Vezenkov. Over to the wing. Defended by none. Here's Fall. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Lucas. Tips it up. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Milwaukee. Now here's Fournier. D right on him. Pass to Vezenkov.
First personal foul.
Vezenkov's gone 1 of 5 from three-point territory. Now, here's Nunn. He's covered closely, and that one is good. He's got 12.
Ties it up with that one. You know, he's such a smart scorer. He doesn't force anything, lets the opportunities come to him.
Pass to Vezenkov. They set the pick. Takes the three. Gomez grabs the miss. Gomez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lets the three fly. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got 4 rebounds in this game. Panathinaikos, good. Panathinaikos got 7 points in the game.
Beautiful assist in transition. They beat the defense down the floor. The ball always wins.
Osman, the pass to Nunn. There's the triple. They grabbed their own miss. Hernan Gomez. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Here's Lucas. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. The putback. To the inside. Tries yet again. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the left side wing. Fournier against Hernan Gomez. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
For Athens, they've had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Free throw good, Hernan Gomez. And he makes both free throws. 3rd quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Panathinaikos, good.
Well, Fournier not just looking for his shot. Nice pass.
Now, here's Nunn. He's guarded closely. With the shot. Fall with the rebound. Here's Panathinaikos. Hernan Gomez covering. Pass to Vezenkov. Five on the clock. To the middle. Here's Panathinaikos. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Now Athens with it. It's a 1-point game. Athens with another miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Evan Fournier has proven he's someone that you can put on the floor and expect results. So whatever the team needs, especially on the offensive end, he's ready to give his all.
"11 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Inside. Here's Osman. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Osman's got his 2nd bucket tonight. Here's Panathinaikos. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. That's the end of the 3rd, and it's all tied up. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
And sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the head coach for Athens talked to his team during that timeout. Now, he wants his team to mix it up offensively. He said, we've been settling for too many threes. Don't be afraid to attack the rim. Challenge their defense. Let's see some variety out there. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Yurtseven's gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. They've got Evans, and it's Dorsey in at the shooting guard position. Evans outside. Puts up a 3. No good that time. And here is Athens now. Brown feeling out a bit. Launches a 3. Evans with the rebound. Here's Vezenkov. Pass to Peters. Out to the right wing. There's the 3. And it's Vezenkov missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. Evans moving the ball around. Lets it go from 14. It's hauled in by Dorsey. Dorsey's got rebound number 5 here tonight. From deep, Evans cranes it from beyond the arc.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Peters grabs the miss. Peters has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Evans. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
So after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Athens trails by 3. Brown with it. Pass to Grant. Here's the screen. The high post shot. Athens with another miss.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Now Dorsey. He's covered by Grant. Dorsey in the post. Peters. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Brown. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Now Evans. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish. A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
That one good for 2. Evans has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
They get it again. On the wing, Brown. Or the 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Well, you concern yourself with the other guys who you think are going to damage you. He stepped up and delivered that huge three-point shot.
Evans kicks to Peters. Milutinov. He's defended by Yurtseven. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Good presence there. Already in his shooting motion, he spotted the open man and made the unselfish play.
1:04 left to play here in the fourth. The shot. Offensive rebound.
Now, just because he might not be as big as some of the other guys that are on the floor, it doesn't dissuade him from getting in there and playing fearlessly on the glass.
Here's Dorsey to the right side. And it's Vezenkov missing.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Peters. Evans outside. Pass to Vezenkov. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. That one no good.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You can bet that's what they're looking for this late in the game. They need that three.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. This win, such
everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Vizinkov. And no good to start tonight, missing his first attempt there. Here's Gabriel, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Pass to Fournier. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. Yeah, guys, Coach mentioned how Domantas Sabonis can be a game wrecker in the paint. Coach told me we need to get big bodies on Sabonis and force him outside, make him move around. We need to knock him off the blocks if we can. So it sounds like the defensive game plan may revolve around Sabonis, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Lloyd, driving inside. Here's Horde, pocket 4, and that's a foul called on Evan Fournier. That's his first foul.
Team foul.
And we're about a minute into the first. Here's Lloyd, Fournier covering, shot clock at 6. They set the pick. To the left wing, here's Horde. Nice shot from the wing. The steal. Jokic, Fournier covering, inside. And that one's good. Gabriel.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Fournier. Pass to Fall. Here's Papanikolaou. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Here's Gabriel. Misses the layup. Here's Papanikolaou. Fires the 3. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. And here comes the break. Here's Horde. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Woohoo! Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
That one drops for him. He's got 5.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Pass to Horde. There's the 3. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now. His first miss. Fournier goes in. The 3 is up. The rebound by Horde. Knocked loose. Pass to Gabriel. Five to shoot. Jokic. Three-pointer off the mark. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Vezenkov. Great positioning on the putback.
Just an assertive play. He attacks the miss and sends it home.
Pass to Horde. Oh, he buries the 20-footer. Horde's got 6.
Well, he's 3 for 4 to start out. Right off the bat, you could sense he was dialed in. All business so far.
Here's Vezenkov. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Fast break, here we go. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Pass to Horde. 29 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Vezenkov. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 16 seconds left now in the first quarter. He buries it from 3.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Here's Gabriel. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Gabriel's got his third basket on the night right there.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a
There will be 2 minutes going here to play.
And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, the replay makes it obvious. I mean, he got that shot off in time. It should be an easy decision for the officials.
And so both teams trading buckets. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Pass to Dorsey. From behind the arc. Hits the three-pointer. Dorsey's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Randolph misses.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
It's tipped. Here we go. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play.
Number 77. First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the home team now, trailing by 2. Shot clock at 6. And there's a pick. To the wing, right side. He shoots. The jumper from the wing, off target. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Here's Peters. They get it back. Pass to Evans. And he dunks it down.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from deep.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment. And you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Dorsey. 5 on the clock. Here's Evans. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
To the left side wing. They need this. That shot, no good. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by Evans. Beyond the arc. The shot by Dorsey, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Comes up empty down low. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, you get a little more space out there to operate, and that helps him find the room he needs.
They set the pick. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Launches it. The shot by Evans, no good. In transition, here they come. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Count that bucket. Dorsey's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Fires from deep. 16 seconds left in the second quarter. Lots of room. And the jumper is on the mark. 13 points in the game.
Well, what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
And laid in to finish off the break.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. They lead by 4. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. So it's the home team now. They lead by 4. They set a pick. Pass to Gabriel. This one for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Gabriel's got 10 points.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Pulls it from the top of the key. Offensive rebound. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Vezenkov's got 4 points this quarter.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Here's Horde. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Pass to Vezenkov. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
Board no good.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
Here's Fall. No points so far. Fournier. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
Fournier hits them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Pass to Horde. Down low. Intercepted. Here's Papanikolaou. Here's Vezenkov. 9 points in the game. The shot comes out. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Gabriel. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And they're running. Here's Fall. And he converts the layup. Fall's got his first points of the night.
great run out and the pass right on target. Outstanding transition offense.
Tipped away. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Right wing. Here's Gabriel. Off target from three-point range. Outside Fournier. Here's the pick. The three is up. No good there.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Shot's good by Lloyd.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
We've got 1:55 left in the third. To the paint. Here's the break. Here's Fall. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Fall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I like what I saw on both ends that time. Hustling on defense to create some offense.
Here's Lloyd. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Outside Fournier. Clock at 6. Off target with the three. The shot. Misses the jumper. Over to the left wing. Here's the three. And that one's good. Ward's got 16 points.
Finally starting to dial in from range. That's his second this half.
Fournier for three. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Ball passes to Fournier. Great look there, but off target.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
11 seconds left in the third quarter. Out to the wing. And there's the screen. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. They lead by 7. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Evans. Jacks up a three. No good. Pass to Randolph. Just 5 on the clock. And he banks in the layup. Randolph's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Here's Dorsey. From the arc. Nails it from 3.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Randolph misses.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Here's Dorsey. To the inside. Peters. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
And he's going to the line for 2. The officials saw, and they're not happy with the call here. Coach is given the close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry. Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Driving in. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
And Dorsey gets it to go.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
Pass to Randolph. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. That one misses. Pass to Dorsey.
Third team foul. Red. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. And they're pushing it up. Here's Lloyd. Buries it from 3.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
And a nice finish on the layup.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
6 to shoot. Jokic over to the left wing. Here's Gabriel. And they recover it. Pass to Horde. There's the triple. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Peters' shot is good.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
1:04 left in the fourth quarter. Gabriel knocks down the long J.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Jokic. No good on the 3.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
Here's Evans. He connects! What a beautiful shot! Brings them within 3.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Pass to Gabriel. Fires away from way outside. Missed it. And so they get the victory here at home. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. It's Athens facing the home team. A look at the starting group for Athens. And it's Nunn into the one. From deep three-point land, the shot no good. Here's Lloyd. Pass to Horst. Nailed from three-point land.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Nunn. Here's Osman. From outside, off the mark. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Pass to Horst. Jokic defended by Nunn. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lloyd. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. The finish throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Lloyd. Athens getting their last shot to go. And it's Osman with the rebound.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Slukas passes to Osman. Jacks up a three. That's tipped. And he recovers it. Nunn finds Hernan Gomez. 4 on the shot clock. There's a good screen. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the power rankings. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
I think for Athens, they've proven time and time again this season that not only are they for real, but they may be the team to beat.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And that one, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Pass to Horst. Over Nunn. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Now Athens with it. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins. And looking for number 8 tonight.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Into the lane. Pass to Horst.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity. Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
To the wing on the left. And that one's good. Boy.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter of the game. Osman, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Lloyd. Banked in off the glass. Lloyd's got 5 points so far.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Out left to the wing. 51 seconds left to play here in the first. There's the pick. Back to Osman, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Stolen by Nunn. And they're on the break. There's Slukas. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Gabriel. Just 5 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
No good from 11 feet. Here's Ward. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. They're up by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
And for Athens, Grant for 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Takes the 3. Yurtsevin with the rebound. And it's Grant in the corner. There's the 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to deal.
Jokibitis. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Hoare. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And so he hits the technical free throw. Athens on D. There's the pick. He's covered by Brown. Shot clock at 6. The tray. It's hauled in by Athens. Grant surveying the D. The three-pointer off the mark. Grant's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Outside Randolph. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Athens moving the ball around. Grant for 3. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. He's covered by Brown. Poked away. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Kicks it out to Grant. Driving the lane. Count that bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
From past the arc. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. And here we go. Uncovered. It's hauled in by Athens.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Athens with another miss. Fires the 3. That shot off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. And I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
It's deflected. A minute 20 left in the first half. Brown drives in. The shot goes down, and he gets this game back to even. Brown's got his first 2 points of the night.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Pass to Randolph. Driving inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Randolph's got 4 this quarter.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Brown outside. This one for 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Going inside, right wing. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2, Colin.
And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Now here's Brown. To the right side. Clock at 6. Pass to Grant. Lets it go with the 3. Doesn't go for it. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Thank you for being with us. Now,
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's none. Scoreless thus far. Taking a look at Athens. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3 slot. Down low. Back to none. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover. Jokibitis, defended by none. Pass to Hoare. And it's good, 2 points. Hoard's got 5 points so far. Athens trails by 6. To the left wing. Nunn looking around. There's the screen. To the middle. Here's Osman. He's off on that one. Jokibitis, defended by none. Pass to Lloyd. Out to the right wing. Gabriel hits the 3-point bomb. He has 5.
And really, this is the time to push it. Try to extend that lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the 4th if they just have a few more possessions like that.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the 2nd half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the 2nd half. Here's Hoare. Hernan Gomez covering. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Lloyd. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Athens. From deep. Rebounded by Lloyd.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
3 on 3. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lloyd's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
From deep, Hernan Gomez. And so it looks like Athens will retain possession here. Six to shoot. And an out-of-this-world reverse jam. Woo.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Osman. His three-pointer's off the mark. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Lloyd. Pass to Hoard. Takes a 3. Drains the three-pointer. Hoard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Jokubaitis. No good from outside. Athens trails by 12. Pass to Hernan Gomez. The three-pointer, no good. Lloyd the pass to Hoard. Here's Gabriel. From outside the arc, knocks down the 3-ball. Gabriel's got 8 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Lloyd. Stolen away. Here's Osman. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 15. And we'll have the start of the 4th. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Defended by none. The 3. Offensive rebound. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And for Athens, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3, the small forward. There's Lucas. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. Fast break. Here we go. From the arc. It's hauled in by Athens. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Fires away from way outside. No good. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group for Athens. Three-pointer. That shot is off.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Pass to Grant. There's a screen. Lets the three fly. Hits it from three-point range. Grant's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Athens. And the layup is good.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. He's covered by Brown. Randolph, a screen on Brown. Shot clock at 6. Yurtsevin with the rebound.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And it's blocked. He's defended by Yurtsevin. Cohen. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Drives to the hoop. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously, it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
To the inside. It's hauled in by Brown.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
To the paint. And the layup's good off the glass. Here's Cohen. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail.
The ruling on the floor.
Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Second free throw, no good. Athens trails by 13. Here's Grant. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First free throw is good.
2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. Fires the three. drills the three-pointer.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. 46 seconds left in the game. No good. Shot missing. The three. That one's not going to go. Off with the layup. And here is Athens now. Down by 12 to the inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
Team foul. Shooting.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for two.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home.